But as far as a guest goes...
Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, it's been a bit touch and go, hasn't it, Al? Have you managed to get through yet?
Hang on.
The Bouquet residence, the lady of the house speaking.
Oh, hello. We were just wondering whether you were free for an appearance on the One Show tonight.
How many are you?
Well, it's just me and Alex, really, and a few friends in the audience.
Yes. It's no good being elegant if there's no one there to see it.
Oh, well, there will be about 4 million watching at home. So we'll see you later today.
Today? No, well, it is rather short notice, but don't worry. We shan't let you down. Goodbye.
Oh, and of course she didn't let us down. Please welcome Patricia Routledge.
Yes! Patricia, did you enjoy that? Was that all right?
That was a very clever piece of knitting up.
But you must have loved doing those phone calls.
Well, we had a ball with the whole thing. It was great fun.
When the scripts turned up, did you look for that phone call? And what...
Well, one script turned up, a pilot script, and it arrived on my mat at very late one evening, and I'd been at the theatre, I'd been out to supper, and I got home about 1:15, and I thought, oh, there it is. I knew it was coming. I'm not going to read it now. I'll read it in the morning. And then, of course, curiosity overtook me, and I thought, I'll know in the first 5 pages.
Yeah.
You do,
Yeah.
if it's going anywhere. Well, I read through the whole thing and was chuckling away at 1:45 in the morning, and I thought, I think I can knit this person together. Yeah. Lot of knitting going on.
Lot of knitting. Well, you did perfectly. And you moved from...
She leapt from the page.
Wow, you
Yes.
brought it to life beautifully. And now you moved on to documentaries. We're going to hear all about your new doc on Beatrix Potter, which we're thrilled about.
Very exciting.
It's been spiced up by the addition of this cross-dressing cat, which we're very excited about. That's Holden again. She's called Kitty in Boots.
Yes, more on that later. Yeah. Now, Patricia, as we were saying in the green room a little bit earlier on, it's an exciting day, isn't it, for Beatrix Potter?
Big day for B. Potter.
Yes.
And there has been the announcement of a new story.
It'll be released in September,
which was discovered 2 years ago, but they've kept the timing, and the timing of the documentary I've done absolutely to a T.
To a T, yeah.
It'll be published in September.
Yeah.
And it's quite unlike anything anyone expects from her.
It's the
called
tale of Kitty in Boots.
Kitty in Boots. And she, or the narrator calls her It, because she's a cross-dresser. There's a little bit of doubt about her gender. I mean, she's ahead of everything.
Very modern.
Right up to the mitten.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right up to the...
Very different to Mrs. Tiggywinkles, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, this...
Not cosy at all.
Not cosy at all.
No.
But this documentary has really been a labour of love for you, and it's full of surprises. Let's just take a look.
So we have here a selection of early drawings by Beatrix Potter, beginning with a sketchbook she created when she was 9 years old.
Oh, my
You can see the date, March 1876. You can see that she's used rabbits in imaginative drawings.
And the humour's already there, isn't it? It's wonderful. I think a lot of people aren't aware of the finesse.
Yeah.
Even at 9, isn't it?
Gosh,
You know, the talent that was on that page.
She was the most gifted artist. There was an exhibition at the Dulwich Gallery about 15 years ago of works that most of us had never seen. And I mean, she could make the side of a house look interesting. Her sense of draftsmanship, the delicacy of everything.
And it's
wonderful.
She had a way, didn't she, of trying to persuade all of those who maybe weren't fans of particular
She could persuade anybody to do anything.
to put them into
which she finally did. In later life, you know, she could put a stop to things. She complained about them exercising low-flying machines over Lake Windermere got it stopped.
Straight
Wonderful.
away. Yeah. And you've been a fan of her for most of your life, but what are the things in the documentary that you were still surprised by and things that you learned along the way?
Well, you learn more and more about the character of this woman and the depth of commitment and the focus and the ability to deal with whatever comes along and make something positive out of it. Such as, you know, she fell in love, she was engaged, and within 2 weeks of the announcement of the engagement, he died.
Oh, no.
It must have been devastating, absolutely devastating, and particularly as her parents didn't approve of the engagement because he was in trade. He was one of the publishing firm that published the little books. Beautiful man.
And here you are now with all of this information. So what has the process of making a documentary been like for you? Because, you know, we know you as a performer.
Well, it is performing in a sense.
Yeah.
I do see this. I do have the highest regard for good presenters, but it's very exacting. I don't have a high regard for a lot of them who, you know, we come in and then we go away and use their hands a lot. So I tried to stick my hands in my pocket and get on with it.
Good plan.
I did know a lot about her because I depicted her in a play in 1996.
There you are, you see.
Yes, yes. And so the great privilege of playing someone who's been alive is that you research.
Yes.
And, I mean, the strength of that personality was overwhelming. She took over.
Are there any other subjects, Patricia, that you feel that you would like to look closer at and maybe make a documentary
Well, I've been
on?
invited to think of perhaps doing another one. I think I'll have to have a long lie down. So there are little ideas coming into my head.
Oh, okay. Well,
yes.
Yeah,
we'll
well,
keep
we've
an
got
eye
another
out.
film now, so put your feet up.
Yeah.
Have a little lie down.
Come back and tell us when you decide what you're going to do next. Anyway, Beatrix Potter with Patricia Routledge is on More 4 tonight at 9 o'clock. Now, Patricia, we know that when you were young, maybe a little bit older than the photo that we've got here, but when you were young, you had a real passion for singing.
Aww.
Yes, singing. Now we've got lots of music of you singing in 1989 on Wogan. But what was it about singing that you loved so much?
Well, I found I could do it. But I thought everybody could. And I still think everybody can sing.
Yes. Well, I'll
and
tell you what.
It gives you such a sense of well-being.
Yes, listen to this end note.
What's this?
Here we go.
Now, there's a sense of well-being.
Amazing.
There's more where that came from.
I bet there is. And from singing then to acting, because one of your good friends we know is Alan Bennett, who came on and he was a delight on this show.
Yes, I'm sure.
How was your working relationship with him then?
Well, very good. I mean, there's nothing more complimentary than having someone as brilliant a writer as he is write specifically for you.
Wow.
And he wrote for other favourite actresses too, but I was what I call the guinea pig. He wrote the first monologue for me, A Woman of No Importance, about this tiresome woman who had cancer, and you followed the story, and you never knew whether she knew or not. Extraordinary piece.
Yeah, it goes back to that point, doesn't it, then, of words and that joy and of reading, so.
I mean, and you see, we're both North Country. He would say, I wasn't, I'm from Cheshire. He's Yorkshire. And they look down on us and don't take us seriously.
Well, listen, Patricia, now we're out and about in the countryside.
We are.
We've got a little thing for you. So how many birds, right, do you think that you can fit on a branch? Just this long?
Well, if you're a long-tailed tit and it's cold, I'd say about 16. Well, Hyacinth Bouquet didn't get on so well in the countryside. Let's have a little reminder.
Now, I need your support here. Ali.
reaction when as soon as you saw what we'd played, you went, "Oh my goodness, oh my goodness."
Poor horse.
Well, I was going to ask, what are your memories of that scene then? I mean, how long did the horse have to sit?
Hysterical. Well, he was very well disciplined.
Yes.
I was
Yeah,
the
I
one
bet.
who wasn't, you see. No, we had great fun. I remember that day very clearly.
Oh.
And then, of course, the horse bolts, doesn't he?
Oh, we all remember what happens next. So
Right.
it's a brilliant episode.
Great. Anyway, that's all we've got
Yeah.
time for tonight. A big thank you to Patricia. And don't forget that Beatrix Potter with Patricia Routledge is on tonight, 9 o'clock on More 4. Enjoy it.
Thank you. And tomorrow we go in Dad's Army Crazy, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Michael Gambon, and some of the other stars of the much-anticipated Dad's Army film
they're all
will be
here.
here. We will see you then. Have a lovely evening.
Good night. Bye.